Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Joe Consume Cinema. I'm your host, Mercenary Tal, pleased to kill you. And for today, we have House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 6. Last time on House of the Dragon, Damon had the worst wet dream of all time, as the spooky shenanigans continue at Harrenhal. And his plans are already falling apart because it turns out rape, theft, and murder do not convince small folk of your intentions to rule. Bela had a terrific conversation with Corlys in which she kind of gets him on the right track. And, there was that beautiful line, just, chef's kiss, mwah, where she said, I am of fire and blood, Driftmark must pass to Salton Sea. She's already becoming, my favorite minor character on the show, and I think the actor is doing a terrific job. The Greens are becoming increasingly unpopular as Aemon One Eye, I love the fact that they're calling him that now, has been in charge, a total of 5 minutes and is already, as hated as Aegon ever was, if not more. The small folk are not very happy. I'm sure that's going to come up very soon. And Jace returned to Dragonstone and has come up with a plan to use kind of anyone with Targaryen blood to see if they're a potential dragon rider. We'll see, how that plays out. You can already kind of predict who might be potential candidates for that, just based on previous episodes. I think that's a decent enough recap. I'd just like to say we had a very productive week on the channel last week, so welcome to all the new subscribers. And thanks a lot for being here. And I hope the trend continues. And with that, let's get right to it. Lannisters right off the bat. Reigns of Castamere theme. You love to hear it, unless you're at a wedding.
I want you to send a raven to King's Landing. Tell my brother we are ready to march. As soon as Prince Aemond is able to join us.
He dares to summon me with haste. Are the Lannisters so diminished that they cannot march from the Tooth to Harrenhal without an escort?
There is a large dragon in the Riverlands, Your Grace. My brother's army is strong, but it does seem to
I am the
surprise
Prince
me.
Regent, not a dog to be called to heel. We will make an alliance with the Triarchy. I've had enough of this cursed blockade.
The Kraken waits, seeking his best advantage. Though we may draw him in with honey, if it comes to it. An offer of marriage, perhaps, to the Dowager Queen.
Out of the question.
Lannister will march from the west. Take what strength we have and force Daemon and his river lords to fight on two fronts.
His Grace speaks wisely.
We would do better to await the High Tower host and set out in good time.
There is no time. I'll fly out to meet you when the time is right. My uncle is a challenge I welcome. If he dares face me.
I think that's what he wants more than anything, just to fight Daemon.
Release you of your seat, such as it was. Sure you'll be much pleased to return to more domestic pursuits.
Honestly surprised it didn't happen sooner. Corlys back at the table where he belongs. This council needs him.
I need more dragon riders. For Vermithor and Silverwing, and for Seasmoke, who I believe misses his bond. I looked into the history, and indeed it is true. Your grandmother's grandmother, Ariana, was born a Targaryen princess. And I have been thinking, could it be possible?
Dragons are gods. Your Grace.
Seems to be the prevailing worldview.
Bodies have.
You understand your peril, Sir Stefan. I do not compel you to do this. It has never been attempted before. To claim a dragon, you must also be prepared to die.
More spooky shenanigans. I wonder what it's going to be this time. Maybe his brother? Oh, I think we're back at King's Landing again. Yep.
I've decided to name a new heir.
May I be of assistance, Your Grace?
What are you playing at, old man?
I do wonder, Your Grace, if you're getting enough sleep. This old place.
Are you mocking me?
Oh boy.
Perhaps you resent my being here. You are an agent of the Hightower rabble. Or are you still in league with your club-footed nephew, or is it Rhaenyra herself?
Show me.
Your Grace.
Now, if he goes on a boat or something, or just flies over the God's Eye, that'll be good. Oh, here. Hello, Alice.
You weren't going to bid me farewell?
There's something wrong with me. Someone poisoned me. Food, the wine. Or else it's his swamp air, or...
The ghost of Harren the Black moaning his curses from Kingspire Tower?
Drivel! All of it! The ghosts, the curses, the blasted weirwood bed, I'm done with it!
Ah, yes, it is your way, is it not? When something does not please you, you run. Dragonstone, Stepstones, Pentos, Harrenhal.
I wake and I do not know where I've been.
There are older things in this world than you, or I, or living memory. You are not the player, but a piece on the board.
You never even wanted it. The crown. You spared it no thought.
And that's perhaps why your brother gave the crown to her. Perhaps those who strive for it are the least suited to wear it.
Don't lecture me!
Viserys never wanted it himself, if you recall. He came to him, and he did his best. It's not a prize to be won, but a burden to bear.
She's got a point. He's been ruling here, and he hasn't enjoyed it at all.
Daemon Targaryen asking for help.
Counsel.
House Tully is not the largest house in the Riverlands, nor is it the richest, but it is the most stable. Tully's wisdom has kept the river houses in line for centuries. They would kill each other to the last man if it were not for their liege lord. Do nothing now. In 3 days' time, the winds will shift.
Oh boy, what do you think? Do you think Sir Stefan has what it takes to become a dragon rider? Or is this going to end horribly? Is that Vermithor?
See smoke.
Sea smoke.
No head us.
There you go, dude. Show some confidence. Oh, man. Ugh.
I wish you to sail with me. As my first mate.
I'm grateful for the offer, my lord.
But we will set course for Sharp Point, Lord. You are a fine choice for this post.
Is this an order or a request?
I will expect you to report for your duties on the morrow.
My lordship commands.
Alan is cautious of nobles. Anyone in power. Smart. Back at King's Landing.
Bit thin, isn't it?
It's either that or the fish.
Nothing but fish in this damn city.
Feasting and merriment for the new Prince Regent.
And him always acting so correct.
I'll tell you, there's no penny pincher. They were well paid and well fed too.
And what fish with more fish on the side?
Brats of lamb, my love. Mince pies, honey cakes, beef and gravy. And what do you think? There is to be another revel on the morrow with dancing.
Disinformation campaign is going well.
Apologies, my good man. I should not have spoken so free. The royals would never countenance me speaking about their bounty, even if it's true.
King Viserys loved his feasts and his wine, but never while us small folk went without.
Aye. But he's gone now. And his rightful heir denied her seat.
Viserys has a good plan. Ooh, we gonna get some sword play? She's never trained with it before.
The small folk of King's Landing are listening. They were ready enough to hear. The usurpers have abandoned them. They are hungry, and they need someone to blame. It is harder to wage war abroad when you must also keep peace at home.
I've been waiting all day. I'll take anything. Scraps?
Well, that's horrible timing.
Got enough sheep for your dragons then, but none for us. Where's our meat?
Every king needs a hand. I'll make it your responsibility.
My prince, it is an honor I've never considered for
Well,
myself.
not to serve as hand, you toad. Defend. Send word to Otto Hightower.
He may yet live. Thank the gods.
Not happy news.
Yeah, you seem ecstatic. Oh boy.
I'll see my brother. You challenged Maelys. It's foolish. I remember.
Back at the Eyrie, and there's a dragon around. Looks like a pretty big one, if it's doing all this damage. Yeah, these ones are small.
You misled me, my lady. I did what? There is a large dragon in the Vale.
Rumour of it began shortly after the war, ranging more broadly for food.
I know what she's thinking. But it is dangerous, we've seen that.
Lord Corlys has chosen to raise you up, to serve alongside him, and yet you still continue this subterfuge.
His hair is white, that's why he shaves his head.
About what?
You're just like him.
Oh, you're making art to provoking me.
You saved his life, brother.
My queen, our gift is sent.
What gift?
Wonder what they got cooking. Oh, is that food? That'd make the most sense. That's great. Finally some good news for the small folk. That's great politics too.
My son Daron. What's he like?
He's kind.
That's good. Kindness is a quality I found lacking in his brothers.
You did well to send him to war.
Yes, it seems the Red Keep, for all its privileges, may in fact be a less than salubrious environment for the forming of young men.
Was it the court? Was it their mother?
Damn.
I'm sure you did your best.
She really didn't, though. Oh.
You, where'd you get that food? We're near a ship's. Ships? They came ashore in the middle of the night with gifts from the Queen. She thinks of us even now.
They're rioting over whatever food they can get. Oh, they're trapped.
Mind your flanks. There's the Queen of Fishes! Keep moving!
Oh!
Sheathe your swords! Sheathe your swords! Wait! You have your queen! Sheathe your swords!
Too late for all that. Oh my god. They called her the Queen of Fishes, because fish is the only thing in the city that there was to eat before Rhaenyra's food showed up.
But you will never run again. Your mind, something remains to you. Do not say that gladly. I came screaming into the world from the bowels of Aunt Harren's great tower. My lungs were strong, but my foot so twisted that my father named it sorcery, accusing a member of our household of casting malign spells.
Maybe she did. He's talking about Alice.
They will underestimate you. This will be your advantage. No.
Is that Emma?
David, she's gone.
There now.
Lord Grover is dead.
The old man.
Indeed. Young Oscar Tully is now Lord Paramount of the Riverlands.
That's the one he insulted.
The manner of Lord Grover's passing.
Our own healer, Alice Rivers, volunteered her renowned skills. She plied her craft, but there was not more to be done.
Well, that explains it. Now he has his opening. House Tully can unite them. Oh boy. Now, Laenor was Seasmoke's rider. Adam is the son of Corlys.
You, I think, are steadfast. You have seen me as worthy, as an equal even.
Not sure what to make of this.
From what we have heard, he has a rider.
Adam.
Fell from the ground.
The Greens?
Is it new as it could be?
She's gonna go see for herself, I think. Seasmoke was Laenor's. Laenor was Corlys' son, and Adam is Corlys' half-son. And Valerians have blood of old Valyria, like the Targaryens did. Oh my god, that looks sick. What a shot. So, took some time to gather my thoughts. That was a really good episode. I loved the little plan by Mysaria to send food, and with the Rhaenyra flags, so the people know where it came from and who's actually trying to help them and who's not. There was a riot in King's Landing as a result, because while they have a little bit of food, it's not going to last. So they're happy that they're eating for now, but when they go back to their old situation, they're going to be starving again, and they're going to be even angrier this time at the Greens when they fail to help. It's a great moment between Larys and Aegon there, where there's like a kinship now between those two, because Larys knows what it's like to be, a freak, essentially, him being born with a clubfoot. Even his father said that it was an act of sorcery when he first saw it and blamed someone else in the family. That's got to be a reference to Alice. Daemon had more, spooky dreams at Harrenhal. They seem to be affecting him in a somewhat positive way. He's more remorseful and contemplative almost. So that's interesting to see. And Grover Tully has now passed away after having a visit from Alice. Doubt that's a coincidence. Really solid episode, kind of, stuff in the background. We got a little bit of Rhaena at the Eyrie, and there's another dragon there. It seems to be pretty big, and it's just kind of roaming the countryside, so that'll be interesting. And yeah, they're kind of setting things up, and we had the attempt to, get another dragon rider on Team Black. It did not go well with Stefan Darkland, so, rest in peace there. He was a good minor character and didn't deserve what happened to him, but that's a risk you take. And then we had that little moment with Seasmoke and Adam, and, it's Adam riding the dragon. I think that's obvious after watching that. But as I explained, Seasmoke was Laenor's dragon. Laenor was Corlys' son. Adam is also Corlys' son. It's just they have different mothers. And the Valyrians are of old Valyria, just like the Targaryens are. So whatever their ability to ride dragons is in the blood, they have it too. So, that's what's going on right there. Yeah, I enjoyed this episode. Like, kind of smaller building of storylines, but, it's going to be very important in the future, and we've only got 2 episodes left, so, it should be fireworks from here on out. And, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Thanks for watching, and peace.